You are listening to GrokTALK for Saturday, July 12th. NASCAR weekend here in New Hampshire.
Hey,
round one.
Remind me, the Care Biz guy would like Senator Smith to stop in and see him before he leaves.
Oh,
cool.
We could do that.
And we still need to get keys, because we still don't have keys.
Yeah, those keys don't work, do they?
Those keys, the one key worked. The other keys he's still checking.
As long as he's got one key that works.
Yeah, but we need a key to get in
earlier
at 8:15, not at 9:15.
Yeah. Yes, well, this is a replay, folks, of what happened last week when we did our remote from CNHT. We had lots of gear here that had to be transported to Hillsborough, New Hampshire, about half an hour northwest of here. I arrived in plenty of time, inserted my key into the lock, and found out that, indeed, it didn't work. And I waited, and I called Steve, and I called Ed, and I was not no, Steve's saying I was not happy. No, I wasn't. It's like, why do I want to get here early and not to be able to do anything? So I, indeed, went through my hissy fits, and then the people who are in the next office came. Roger Wilkins, who's heading up Concerned Veterans of America, who we hope to get in here. I applied a little pressure on him last Saturday. He couldn't get in to get his stuff. Ed showed up at 6 o'clock in the morning last Saturday. He couldn't get his stuff either. So, finally...
But somehow you guys managed to contact the landlord, break in through a back window, and everybody got to the Tea Party picnic, and we still recorded...
Well, CNHT...
The CNHT picnic.
Yep. Eventually, but now we're doing rerun number 2. The keys the brand new keys still don't work in the brand new lock.
Well, yeah, he had one key that worked, so we got in, but we got in late, as you could tell, if you're even watching.
Yes.
So we will be podcasting as usual. We're recording the program, and hopefully we already know Senator Smith is here, and our other guests are via phone, one of which is already confirmed the late start.
And I've got to go get one more package out of my car now that I know that we're up and running, so I will leave it to the two of you.
Well, be careful.
Okay,
please. We will be starting the actual show in a few minutes.
I'm sorry. I have the key.
You have the key.
I have the case.
I was going to say, while you were out there, find the senator.
And he'll find us. He'll be fine. Okay.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily assume. But I tried to point out the door.
Yeah. What a week it's been. So much going on.
This is the totally truncated version of the first segment, which we will have at the 11 o'clock hour.
Yeah,
so we will be running a full 2-hour show just 30 minutes later.
With the Tricky Tracker Troll showing up at the Bob Smith meeting.
Yep, we have that. We have I have no notes because I didn't take any out. I was just interested in getting this thing set up. But there was a lot of things that happened this week. We posted stories that got some national attention. And so we will try to talk about those later. Some of them having to do with candidates for governor, some of them having to do with other things, and so that's how it's going to be.
Yeah, and by the way, thinking of candidates for governor, Andrew's spoken several times this week. I'm sure he's spoken a lot of times, but I've witnessed 2 of them. I was at the CNHT picnic, and he was on fire. And he challenged his opponent to do the decent thing.
Which he has not.
But
in fact, he's done exactly the opposite.
Aside from that, he was at Bob Smith's fundraiser on Thursday night, where he was also totally en fuego.
I thought that was Kevin Everett's fundraiser.
Sorry, Kevin Avard's. There was Kevin Avard's fundraiser attended by Bob Smith, Marilinda Garcia, Andrew Hemingway, and also George Lambert, who had a few things to say and exhorted the people to pitch in plenty of money.
Well, that reminds me, we also have the push-pull we can talk about later.
Oh, yes, indeed. As I personally like Gary a lot, and I'm a bit surprised.
Oh, I like Gary great. I think he's fine. I'm not always happy with his politics.
I'm really surprised that...
Something just happened to the audio.
I didn't do a thing.
No, that persons associated with the...
Unless scrolling.
With the campaign would put out something which was, as you said, Steve, it's marginal. Maybe it doesn't meet the illegal definition of a push poll, but it sure walks and talks with a definitive waddle and quack.
Yeah, and I'm definitely concerned about that. I think I would vote for Gary over Ancaster. No problems. I like him enough.
Correct.
He's close enough. There's a few key issues where on like environmental stuff where he said certain things, but I'm still a little iffy on it. But this is
even then, in spite of his somewhat inclination towards the global warming side, he has taken the pledge not to impose any kind of climate taxes or fees, and B has indicated that the Reggie vote was more complicated than just do we get out, it's what about the other people getting out, else we get stuck with the costs.
Right.
And I don't think that was quite good enough reasoning, but I wanted to
in that dangerous chair.
But I could see where he was coming from at least.
Yeah. So we're going to actually start the program in 12 seconds, and we'll be right back. So stay tuned.
GrokTV.